Hello everyone, welcome to Visuddha congregations. And the topic for today is Karma Siddhantham. The term karma needs absolutely no introduction for every one of us. We all understand it has something to do with the conditions and consequences we carry along our life as a result of the past good and bad deeds that we performed. In this particular video, I would like to touch upon few basic questions about karma. Whether a human being can exercise full control on his present and future, or does the past karma overtake everything? Also, is there a way where a bad karma can be dissolved by means of a good karma? And also, what is the significance of God, planets, or whatever we call it, when karma alone can dictate what your future is going to be? Also, what are different types of karma and how we pursue them? Please watch this video till the end to get more details and clarity on this aspect. First of all, what is karma? Is this term karma a myth or a fact? The basic definition of karma, which is considered as a guiding principle of various conditions each one of us has to sail through in our lives, is derived from Rig Veda, and it has been later reinforced by Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. For few of you who are not familiar with the term Upanishad, if you have to compare our Vedic belief system to a constitution of a country, the amendments to the constitution that are made every often to correct certain things in the constitution, similarly is the case with Upanishads with respect to our Vedas. With respect to the authenticity of the definition of karma, while the basic definition is compliant with our Vedic belief system, however, the way it is being interpreted in the recent past by various astrologers who would like to market their services, yes, the terminology that's in use today carries a lot of myths than facts. Let's take a moment to understand various segments of karma that we carry along. The first segment that we're going to look into is Sanchita karma. As you see on the screen, multiple arrows that a warrior can carry along to a war. The Sanchita karma is an accumulation of all the good and bad deeds that you have performed in your life. When I say life, not just the current incarnation. If you have taken millions of incarnations, right from your very first incarnation being as a unicellular microorganism till today, everything that you have accumulated and that's not consumed or absorbed remains in Sanchita karma. It's like a data warehouse of information that you have along. When we observe certain kids develop some extraordinary abilities towards certain art or a hobby, if not a capability, at least some passion towards something without an external influence or someone in their family having it or someone training them to do so. We all have to understand that it has something to do with the Sanchita karma that is accumulated in their past, which is inherited in certain form of taste in this in particular incarnation. If you have to compare Sanchita karma to a kiddie bank, imagine you are giving 10 rupees to your child each day. Over a period of time, he was able to accumulate 10,000 rupees in his kiddie bank. That doesn't mean you give access to your child to spend all 10,000 rupees on the same day, right? You certainly understand the child is not capable enough of handling all 10,000 rupees at the same time. So he gets a piece of it at a particular point in time. Each day, maybe he gets 10 or 20 rupees out of it if he has to spend. Same is the case with Sanchita Karma. When there is a balance in your account of Sanchita Karma, at a particular point in time, you only get a piece out of that karma in the form of agami karma. Same is the case with bad deeds as well. If a person has committed 7 crimes, doesn't mean you have to punish the person for all the 7 crimes at a time. You still punish for one, and of course, he deserves his own punishments for all the offenses he did in phased manner. Coming to agami karma, this is nothing but a share of sanchita karma that you're inheriting for today. Imagine you're going along with your friends to an apple garden. You also join them and you happen to pick few apples for yourself along with them. While having to join your friends is a condition, getting an apple for yourself is a fruit of it. Similarly, if you happen to join few of your friends who are going to casino today, there is every possibility you join them and you indulge yourself in some games in the casino. And of course, there's every chance you can win something out of it. Also, you can lose something out of it. So, agami karma is more or less analogous to one single arrow that's picked by a warrior at a time, which is ready to be fired. Coming to prarabdha karma, this is like arrow that has already left the bow of a warrior. So for sure it's going to be shooting down. There's absolutely no way to stop it. To give an example, imagine you're driving on the road and you accidentally happen to dash someone with your vehicle. There is a certain opportunity for you to treat the other person with certain respect, dignity, humanity, and get him the necessary help. Thereby, you had an opportunity to correct yourself. Imagine you have ignored it, and of course, you did not bother about it for a certain point in time, where there is a certain damage as a result of that has already occurred to the other person who is affected by your act. Okay, it's like a butterfly effect. So the result has taken place, and now you will also face the consequences of it, and there is absolutely no way to correct yourself at this point in time. This is prarabdha karma. The same is the case with your good deeds as well. Imagine you tried to help someone at a tough situation, and at a certain point in time, he was able to get benefited out of the help that you offered him. As a result, you deserve a share of good karma from it, and at a certain point in time, it comes to you. This is prarabdha karma. To keep it simple, it's like a fixed deposit. You invested purposefully for something, and after a certain time, your investment gets matured and you get benefit out of it. After understanding the terms Sanchita karma, Agami karma, and Prarabdha karma, which is more or less something to do with your historical actions, Kriyamana karma is something to do with how you react today. As a result of the Prarabdha karma, if you happen to experience some favorable conditions today, or maybe some difficult conditions today, how you react to it will generate a new karma which will eventually get added to Sanchita karma at a later point in time. And of course, the same cycle, Agami karma, and the path you choose during the Agami karma resulting into a Prarabdha karma. This cycle continues. To understand Kriyamana karma better, we have to pick the example of warrior Karna from Mahabharata. Yes, he has gone through a lot of hardships in the early stages of his career, and he exhibited strong determination to prove himself as one of the greatest warriors of the time. Until then, it was absolutely fine. But of course, to continue to prove his supremacy, what he did, he obviously chose at the wrong side. He stood by the side of Kauravas. It may be for various reasons. We can call it loyalty towards Duryodhana or whatsoever it is. He has obviously chosen the wrong side. So the reaction to the situations that he has gone through, he has taken or wronger side. As a result, we all know the kind of death he received towards the end of the war. Coming back to the question, if there's a way to completely dissolve the bad karma by performing certain equivalent good karmas, as per the belief system in Sanatana Dharma, the answer is an absolute no. It's like checking the conduct of a certain person. Yes, he deserves appreciation for all the good conduct that he exhibited, but at the same time, he will also be noticed for the bad conduct that he had at certain point in time in his life. Same is the case with karma. You will get the benefit out of the good karma that you have performed, but at the same time, you get punished for the bad karma that you performed. There is absolutely no escape whatsoever. If you memorize Mahabharata, after the war, Lord Krishna himself accepted the curse of Gandhari for certain ethics that have been compromised during the war. Same is the case with Lord Krishna's son Sambhu. When Sambhu has exhibited some compromised character at a certain point of time in his life, he deserved all the necessary punishment for that, and Krishna did not save him either. This is a pretty good example to understand. It's not debit or credit in the account where you get to see only the balance in your account. No, it's like a conduct certificate. Both good and bad will be noticed and acknowledged. Another important question to differentiate between the myth and fact about karma: are we just puppets when karma is driving everything? Do we have absolutely no influence on our life? Please understand, karma is not creating a result. It is forcing you into certain favorable or unfavorable conditions as a result of your actions. I'll give an example. Imagine a person who doesn't have a good lifestyle. He doesn't eat well, he doesn't sleep well, he doesn't maintain good mental health. At a prolonged period of time, his body starts deteriorating, and he might be exposed to diabetes, he might be exposed to blood pressure, multiple diseases. So, yes, he has to sail through those conditions, but his karma is not immediately forcing him to death. It's creating more and more tougher conditions for him where he has an opportunity to act in the right direction and still restore some level of control on his body. That, but of course, after a certain point in time, the health gets into an irreversible state, and he has no way to restore his prior health condition. Same is the case with our karma. As we spoke about prarabdha karma, at a certain point in time, your karma matures, and there's no way to reverse it back. You just have to experience the condition resulting out of it. But please note this point again: karma doesn't force a result, it forces into a condition where you can choose to act in a certain direction and get variable results out of it. Then why is the concept of God, planet, or a spiritual master, all these things come into place when your karma can define the conditions that you have to sail through, and you can choose relevant actions in driving your destiny? Imagine, as a part of your work, you have come across a risky situation in your project for which you do not have any clarity on what could be the consequences and what kind of further risks would be resulting out of this risk, right? You reach out to the subject matter expert in your project and get some guidance. Same is the case for us. We have very limited visibility on the karma that we have accumulated. We have absolutely no visibility on our Sanchita karma. We do not know what further conditions do we have to sail through at a certain point in time. And of course, we are not wise enough to judge each and every action we are performing during our Agami Karma phase also. We certainly need some help of some enlightened people, whether you can call it God, whether you can call it a guru, you can call it a spiritual master, whether you can call it a planet. We are seeking the guidance and support of some superior beings in providing us some enlightened thoughts and some visibility towards the right direction in these areas. So next time, whenever an astrologer offers to wave your past karma off and get you only the fruitful or favorable results, don't trust him. Please note, I'm not against any astrologers or the principle of astrology. I'm a firm believer of astrology and a practitioner of astrology myself. I sincerely appreciate all the insights that astrology is capable of bringing with respect to our past karma, the kind of conditions that we have to sail through with respect to various aspects in our life. It could be 100% true, but we have to understand nothing could supersede karma, nothing could supersede your actions, nothing could supersede God. So astrology can be used only to get some guidance of the conditions you want to sail through. Just like a cricket match, a pitch report and pre-match analysis on capabilities of various players, how the pitch could behave is all just to get some guidance. Certainly, it's not something that could drive the. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Please provide your feedback in the comment section, like this video, also subscribe to this channel, share this channel with your friends. We sincerely appreciate your feedback. Thank you.